Hello, welcome. This is going to be a general collective live reading for today. I hope you're all doing very well. In the UK, we are now slowly being announced when the pubs are reopening. The pubs are being reopened, so everyone's really super happy. It's hot here at the moment, I'm not going to lie. Super, super hot here. I've got a fan going in the background, so I apologise if you can hear that, but welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. Let's wait for a few more people to come in, and then we're going to start the reading. I'm starting off with the Oracle of the Radiant Sun Oracle deck, and because we haven't used those for a while. Hello, Miss Dina. Hiya. Thank you for your like already. And we've also got the Oracle of the Wisdom of the House of Night. So we've got Goddess Nyx, Night, and then we've got the Sun. So masculine, feminine, eclipse season. Guys, apologies if you can hear the fan. I'm having to do videos and then sitting outside in the shade for 10 minutes and then turning all the lights off because we don't have aircon here. Oh, I hope you're okay. I hope you're okay. I hope, fingers crossed, everything is okay for you. Yeah, so I apologize if I start sort of doing this towards towards the end of the reading. Let's be real. I'm going to be channeling as well, which is super hot when I do that. Nina, hi. Thank you so much for joining us. So, Goddess Nyx, Oracle cards, House of the Oracle of the Radiant Sun. I want to see what's going on, but I do want to just kind of give you a few updates. How's everyone feeling now that Mars is in Aries? And we've got Venus in Cancer. I'm not going to lie. I'm not saying that. My guys want me to say something. I'm not saying that. My YouTuber literally stop I swear to God, I'm saying naughty things, and then they're getting annoyed with me. So, oh yeah, pain management's a tough one. See this. Yeah, I'm very alternative when it comes to anything like that. You know, people get annoyed with me when there's a serious physical ailment and I'll suggest something more of an alternative type of thing. I'll be honest with you, there's a lot of health issues that are being flared up with these placements. Mars and Aries not only is that very driven energy that is very dynamic, very fast paced, but it's also the drive, right? Now, you've got to think in terms of passionate drive, the will, it's a very driven kind of energy combined with Venus. The only two signs, Mars and Venus, that are direct are the sort of love and naughty stuff, Yeah, your knee, Capricorn. That's Capricorn energy right there. Bones, Capricorn. You may have some strong Capricorn placements and or progress placements in Capricorn. Don't forget, we've got Saturn, Jupiter, Pluto all retrograde in Capricorn, and we're about to have a lunar eclipse in Capricorn. We've just had a solar eclipse in Cancer, the opposing sign. So that sun is that kind of illuminating, and then the moon is the things that are hidden. So there's a lot, I'll be honest with you, there's some health issues that are being brought up. Karen, hi, welcome. Thank you so much for joining us. So again, look over the next, because this is the thing. Now, I had a little sneaky look last night, and I'm going to be very honest with you. We've got Mars in Aries. So if you feel like there's a lot of kind of things heating up, and I'm not just talking about the weather. So there's tempers are fraying, maybe passions are getting kind of reunited, reignited. Yeah, it's see, this is when you're telling me your and I'm not laughing at that. When you're telling me your health issues, I'm not being funny. I go off into a different galaxy and I start getting information through. So, because I'm a healer, but it's my natural. Why do I have a feeling Uranus is something to kind of? You may have some kind of, and I want to say there's going to be a placement between 27, 29 degrees for your Uranus that is triggering something, and it could be Scorpio. Because why do I? Because Uranus is currently in Taurus, which is opposing Scorpio. There's something about that it's like triggering off. Because don't forget, Uranus is that expand, but it's just blows up. It's like a catalyst type of energy. Hello, Stanky Gigi, welcome. Nice to see you here. Gigi, welcome. So, passions, lots of things triggering. Okay. Mars in Aries, me being a Mars in Aries, I can testify to this. It is, you can go 0 to 100 in 0.0 seconds. This is the energy we're stepping into now. We do actually have a Mars in Aries retrograde coming up. Okay, now I can't remember when this is going into retrograde. I looked at it last night. Why did I not remember that? That's annoying. I know Spirit are telling me there's a reason for it. So what's happening is we're about to transition now into Aries, which is that very fiery energy. Obviously, when you've got Venus as well, it's there's going to be a lot of naughty stuff going on, as in passion is getting ignited here. You're tingling while you're driving. I hope it's sorry, I got to laugh. Scorpio rising. Yeah, I mean, that's no joke, especially with the von Willebrand's disease. Yeah, again, I'm getting sort of suckered into that energy there, because they're trying to tell me information. I'm going to be very honest with you that you have a karmic contract in relation to that. There's a karmic contract around that. I would be meditating on what that karmic contract is, because it's going to give you a lot of information. I'm just trying to remember when the Mars. So November, it goes direct, right? And it will transition. It will go stationary around 27 degrees Aries, and it will go direct from around the 15th of November. We've got a while with this energy. So if you feel, and you may not have already picked up on this now, you've got to remember. So my head was on fire, and I'm not going to lie here. So my Mars is in Aries, my Mercury is in Aries, and my Sun is in Aries, right? And Aries rules the head, okay? Now, realistically, the opposing sign is Scorpio. So if you've got ascendant in Scorpio, you're going to have, again, with what you're telling me here, again, the head and sort of its polar opposites here. All right, so things are getting triggered here. Yeah, things are definitely getting triggered here. So over the next coming weeks, by the way, if anyone's in the UK, can you message me afterwards, please? Especially if you're in the Midlands or the northern part of England. And I want to say more than that, but I know I can't at the moment. But if you are in the northern parts of England or the Midlands, can you please message me, because I have a personal message for you. And I'm not going to give it publicly. Sorry, I'm just not going to do that. So, yes. We're going to have a lot. If you're already picking up on this very kind of strongly driven, very kind of a bit antagonistic energy, we've got this for a while, and I'm not going to lie. Scorpio Sun and Scorpio rising. My cards are like, good luck with that. No. Right, let's jump in here. Let's go with Nyx, Goddess Nyx, first of all. Let's see what messages are coming through. Someone doesn't want to speak out about something. Someone's scared to speak out. Right, let's have a look. Looks like we're going down this route today, guys. Look, again, love. Someone's very, they're keeping themselves back from a situation. There's a very strong defensive energy here. They don't want to give their feelings away, and they don't like being vulnerable. Bottom of the deck is denial. They do not want to acknowledge these feelings. Again, and I'll be really honest with you, you may have Leo placements. You may have Leo placements in your chart, maybe some moon rising and or Venus sign. This is what is actually, at some point, this energy is going to bring you an understanding here of what you've been not paying attention to, what you haven't been paying attention to here. Now, while I've got these cards up, I'm going to pull some of these oracle of the divine sun. What is love, please? Someone's having some very prophetic dreams. What did I tell you about passion? I'm not even joking you. Look, you can't make this up. Love and excitement. You cannot make this up. You cannot make this up. Oh, that's so funny. And even it's got number 10 card, which is 1, which is Aries. And we're, again, Mars and Aries is this is some I'm trying to be PG. They tell me that I can't go into. See, this is the thing. At some point, I really am going to want to like upload stuff to a separate site so that we can get really into this. Getting a name or in. So yeah, understanding and denial. Someone is definitely getting. There's a kind of passion that's being reignited here. Understanding. Okay. Someone is coming to a realization as to what this means for them. So power and understanding. There's a very strong drive. Again, it's the same message that I've just given. Someone is realizing that probably didn't understand before that there is an extraordinarily strong connection here. And I think that they were trying to suppress it. Okay, denial. What? Let's have a look at denial. Scorpio energy. Again, can you see the sun and the moon that are reuniting in between this doorway? This is very eclipse season energy. And again, Scorpio. But there's someone's dreaming about this. It's like again, it's confirming the same dreams. This is very dream state, Neptunian energy. We've just had Neptune going into retrograde here. It's like in the waking state, then they're in denial. But in their dream state, they're getting all their information that they need. And I think they're waking up in love and they're going, nah, that's not me. It's not me. So the denial, there's a strong denial coming through here. Very strong denial. Look, temptation. Very strong temptation energy here. Picking, it's like this is ripe for the picking. This is so close to being, someone's just about to kind of go, yep, that's for me. Because they know that this is what they're coming into, the energy they're coming into here. They're coming into a realization. This is abundant energy. Whatever's being offered here, riches, abundance, strong energy. This is Capricorn. Again, moon in Capricorn that we're about to have in, this lunar eclipse. Why is that Mars going retrograde? Why can I not think of that date? There's a reason. I'm not joking. When you're channeling, guys, you channel in the chat. When you channel, you're not using your memory. This is not about memory. It's a different part of your brain. So the memory side of things, especially when you're transitioning out of the third dimension, you're not utilizing memory. So when I'm channeling, you can't just kind of bring that energy forward. But it's like they've plucked that out of my head. They've removed this out of my head for a reason, because it's a different feeling. They're saying they did it deliberately. Now I want to know what that's about. Now I'm like, right, now you're now I feel like this is what I want to know, They're saying not yet. They know I'm going to dig as well. And they know when I dig, then I'm going to get in trouble because I'm digging and I'm not allowed to. And it's like I just peek to see what's going. I love a good mystery. So they're acknowledging an abundant energy behind this, okay? They're acknowledging, they feel like, is this a negative influence? Look, influence in the reverse. This is, again, temptation. Okay, so do you remember in the Okay, I don't know. Again, I'm not religious, just an FYI. Do I or have I read the Bible? Absolutely, because there's so many spiritual messages in that text. Like, I'm sorry, but the without going too much into my personal feelings about the Bible, this was a beginning step into spirituality, in my opinion. This is very Adam and Eve energy. This is very biblical type of carnal type of pursuits, right? If you don't know what that means, if you've got babies watching, earphones, please. Yeah, I mean, I'm a Scorpio moon, and I've got a, you know, my North Node is in the 8th house. I am a private detective by trade. Can you see as well? I've just realised we've got the rose here. Now, if you've been watching for, in fact, is that a rose or a poppy? Why do I feel like, so this is Libra energy, Vesuvian energy, Taurus, Libra energy. I feel like they may not be in a position to come forward, which is why it's like they're questioning the influence here. They're questioning, well, why am I feeling like this? Like, what's this person done to me? Listen, we do not do spells here. We are the spell, okay? We don't do the spell work here. We are the spell. Right, that's all we need to say with that. And if they ask you, yeah, look, someone is definitely going to come forward. Look, impulsiveness. Again, Mars and Aries. And I don't know if you can see this, but for those that do follow astrology, Mars in Aries. Mars in Aries. This is me. The impulsive. I rule by my head, as in I will charge and I'll think later. Libra again. Yeah, Libra. There's a very strong, but Libra is very Vesuvian. It's that love, and obviously we've got Venus that is direct at the moment. When you've got Mars and Venus direct, Venus is the planet of love, Mars is the planet of action, and Libra and Taurus rule Venus. So again, you're going to get that very Vesuvian energy, because it's about earthly pursuits and beauty, you know, that kind of heart center. So someone's taking a risk. Someone's going to come forward and take a risk. I'm getting all, listen, there's all kinds of rude messages coming through now. I don't know what to do with these. What do I do with this information? Bottom of the deck. Control. So someone is trying to practice a lot of self-control. If you are in any shadow of a doubt that you think, oh, my person doesn't really care, that they're trying to reel this back in, because this is the thing. This is great for this energy to kind of propel someone forward, but they have to be ready. You can't have Knight of Wands energy where they're in, out, in, out, in, out, in, out. That's not going to work. That's not going to work, because it's player energy and breadcrumbs, and people, you know, we're not going to do that. So let's have a look. Let's leave these cards out, and then I'm going to pull some tarot cards now, because I feel like I'm ready to do that. Now, interestingly, bottom of the deck underneath that card was reminder, don't forget. So there's an old lesson that's rearing its head here with some of you guys. So just bear in mind that information. Where am I going with this? I want to go with the crystal visions, and then I'm probably going to go with the Kipper deck as well here. Where are we going with this, Spirit? Oh, my head's going all weird. Someone's really confused. And I'm just hearing they don't understand. They don't understand what this connection is. They don't get it. They don't know what it is. They don't know why that they feel like this. They just do. It's like a GPS signal that they're kind of heading towards. It's an instinctive move that on paper, you probably are not that person's type. Maybe they're not your type, you're not theirs. But it's like they just have this pull and they can't explain it. They don't understand it. They don't know why. They're probably looking at you going, yeah, but I don't get it. It's not that you're, you know, there's something wrong. It's just that they're like, this is not my type. This is on paper. This is a no for me. Why is this happening? So they're trying to, it's like their head is getting in the way. There's a fear. This is ego. No offense, this is ego. Right, let's have a look. Okay, I'm not picking that card up. It's too hot. I'm joking. I'm going to pick it up. Right, let's have a look. the burden, there's a huge burden on this person because they know 10 of Wands, this, you can't sustain that kind of energy. You cannot sustain having a very kind of strong feeling of want, of need. Again, Mars and Aries dynamic energy, and then not acting on it. So it's like they're pulling the reins back here. But can you see they're climbing up a mountain? So it's getting harder for them. And I'm going to be real honest with you. This is going to be impossible. Because again, is no one picking up this Mars and Aries energy? Is it just me that's like, I'm not joking you. I'm not joking you. I was exercising at 6 a.m. this morning. And this is the thing. My mum is a Mars in Leo, like, and she's what, 65? She is like a freaking bat out of hell right now. It's like all the Mars and, you know, fire signs are on it. And especially if you've got Aries or maybe Cancer in your chart, you're going to feel this. Is no one picking up on this energy at all? Are you not getting any vibes or that kind of dynamic? It's like I'm mapping out, like, I'm not joking you, I was mapping I was mapping astrology out for the next 3 years. So, because I'm like, I want to be ready for what's coming. And not only that, but my personal planets are insane. I've got Uranus about to conjunct my IC, which is, oh, Cindy, thank goodness. Aries rising and Mars in Leo. Thank the Lord, and not thank you for, you know, picking this up, but because I feel like sometimes I'm going mad, you know, because it's like I'm sat there, because usually for me, I'm a geoempath. So if there is a volcano or an earthquake in the, you know, 15,000 mile vicinity, I'll pick up on it. So, because again, it's underground, anything underground, you know, that kind of fire energy. Scorpio, I've got Scorpio moon, underground, underworld, fire energy. I always pick up on that kind of thing. So for this, especially because it's planetary, my head is like, ting. You know, it's like I've got, if you looked at my laptop, I've got about 15,000 tabs open with different research I'm doing. It's that kind of, you know, let's get involved type energy. Cindy, yeah, thank goodness. Okay, so they are going to have to, there's some kind of effort here. I'm going to be honest with you, iron, blood, okay, yeah, probably. Now, I'm not going to lie, I'm going to be honest. The idea of eating meat makes me feel this is why I don't eat meat. I only eat fish, because I don't like the idea of it. And I'm going to hold my hands up and be honest with you. I ate meat yesterday because I was like, because of Mars and Aries, there's a drive. It's like there's the Mars fire signs. We have a drive. Okay, it's like primal. It's a primal urge. That's the way I want to give it. Yes, thank you, Juju. Yes, yes, exactly. Sense of urgency. Exactly. Dynamic movement forward, fast movement. Now, I'm going to be honest, this next couple of months, again around August time, is going to be, if you've got anything you want to be doing, August is a good time to do it, because there's a lot of planets that are coming out of retrograde around August time. Hey Kapil, welcome. I'm good, thank you. How are you? So someone is going to succumb to the urge. 10 of Swords, 10 of Wands. This is a double ending. It's like, this is too much for me. Long time no see. Yeah. Thank you, Juju. Yeah, geoempathic. Yeah, it's an actual term. So if you feel earth events, you're a geoempath. Yeah, I mean, I'm the same. And so depending on where you are in the world, usually I can feel when there's going to be an earthquake. Especially volcanic eruptions, I'm always, and especially if it's going around Europe, because I'll be honest with you, before the big Icelandic eruption that we had, I think it was about 10 years ago now. I mean, again, I get this, my spidey senses are like, because the way it travels goes through the United Kingdom or underneath the United Kingdom, and I'm like lit up like a Christmas tree, like what on earth is going on? So you've got Cancer. Yeah, I mean, the Venus in Cancer we're having that now. So if you've got a Cancer placement, then it's probably going to be more extreme version of that Cancerian energy. Super stressed. Nina, yeah. Now I'll be honest with you, I'm not super stressed, but I can understand why you would be with this energy, because you've got to remember, if we've got the sun that's currently in Cancer, all right, it's like bringing Cancers are, they've got this hard outer exterior, but they've got a very soft inside, all right? So the Mars may be kind of triggering that kind of feeling, emotions that maybe aren't coming up yet, okay? So I would be, there's something emotional here that I'm feeling. Look at your moon sign. Yeah, the Cancer, if your counterpart is a Cancer, I don't know why did I just want to say God bless? And I don't, that came out my mouth before I knew why. Someone wants to say God bless. I don't know if it's a family member of this person that's, there's something about God bless. Maybe they wanted some reassurance over something. You're going to know what that is, but I just want to say God bless. I don't use that term because I'm not religious. I'm spiritual. I mean, I believe in source, you know. I love the idea of God, you know, great, but it's, I feel like the spiritual has been kind of, anyway. So anyway, I digress. So this is basically a pressure here that is closing out. Yeah, the tone is very synonymous with, if you are around earthquakes, you will hear a tone, a very distinctive tone. When we were in Turkey last, was it last time or before? I'll be honest with you, my brother's even more tuned in than me. He picked it up before I did. And he was like, did you feel that? And I was like, no. And he's like, we've just had an earthquake. And I was like, the heck? But my brother's a Taurus sun with an Aquarius moon. Me and my brother got very similar placements. My moon is in the 12th house, though, as opposed to 11th. So, but my brother's super geoempathic. I'll be honest with you, he will pick up a crystal and he'll be able to start channeling. And it's like, and I'm just like, the heck? But then my dad's side is very like that. But yeah, you're going to hear noises. And I want to say as well, it's like clicking or like almost like a sonar. But yeah, it will give you it's like a frequency that you're tapping into there that before it happens. Yeah, geoempath. So for example, you will probably any solar flares that come about, that is definitely going to affect you. Any you know, earth events that are like, for example, they've I was looking at this article the other day. They've obviously now realized that the core is not solid. I mean, come on. The fact that the scientists have only, no offense, I know that sounds really patronizing, but they assumed that the core was solid, didn't they? And now they're like, oh, maybe it isn't solid. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know, maybe. I didn't listen to my science lessons because I knew instinctively they weren't telling me the truth. And then there was a lot of arguments because I was like, you're lying to me. And then my teacher, I basically got into a lot of trouble at school. But they've recently found out that there are certain, within the kind of core of the earth, this fluid, there are sparks, or there's what they call it, they've deemed it scientifically blobs. The technical term they've named it is blobs. I know. Yeah, I know. They couldn't think of any other more kind of technical phrase, but blob. They named it blob. That's the new name for this core sort of concentrated energy within the core is a blob. Your moon's Aquarius. Yeah, you guys. My sister's an Aquarius moon. My brother's an Aquarius moon. You guys know a thing or two. So again, it's like, and what they've realized is depending on where these blobs are and what's going on around that area. So for example, if there's a placement or a solar flare, then it could have triggered the blob to then trigger earthquakes. So which, I mean, I'm just kind of like, well, did we not already know that? Like, I don't know, it feels like I already knew that. But anyway, science, let's be real. Hopefully, because we want all this documented, you know, as a spiritual person, as you guys probably are, you know, light workers in the chat, you're going to know this. It's like we're waiting for the science to confirm what we know, which is this is not textbook. A lot of the textbook stuff is not valid, in my opinion. Your sun is Aquarius. So, ending of cycles. Liquid or hollow. Well, there's different layers, isn't there? If you've been, there is actually, before you get to that core part, there is another hollow element that I've been into. I can't remember if I told you, but I was, when was it? It was when my Chiron was transiting my IC, and I was in the middle of meditation, and my guides were like, surrender. And I'm like, I am, aren't I? And they're like, no, you know what to do. Now, I've had a couple of near-death experiences where one of those instances I had to surrender. They were like, you either hold on with your ego or you let go, Jale. And I was like, I'll choose a life, please. And I just surrendered. When I was in my meditation, and I know how to do that now, just surrender, I must have surrendered. I must have surrendered so much that I went inside, like, and I was like, what the heck is this? So again, I'm pretty good at astral traveling, but this for me was a new experience, and I saw a lot. Now, it was before this whole situation unfolded with what we're seeing now. Okay, now I get it. It was a warning. They were like, something's about to happen, but I didn't piece all of it together. I managed to get some of the stuff out on this channel, and a couple of people messaged me going, you predicted it, but it wasn't. Anyway, so yes, there is an element inside the earth that you can go to that is just before the core, that is hollow, there's life. Okay. So yeah. And in fact, who is it that just recently confirmed that was the case, that there's an inner earth? Someone actually confirmed that as well. I don't invest in flat earth. That's not my kind of thing. But inner earth, I'll be honest with you, before I went there, I was like, come on, nah. Come on, you know, I'm open-minded, but even I'm kind of like, yeah. So when I went there, I was like, okay, what are we doing here? Why am I here? And then everyone was like, it was just weird. I wrote it all down. Anyway, so the end of situation here, that is struggle, a little bit of pressure here for someone to maintain maybe focus or an energy to, they're trying to control their urges. This is how I want to say it, but I feel like that's not they're not happy doing that. This is really upsetting for them because they know, again, the moon, this new moon here again, and this lunar eclipse in Capricorn on the 5th of July here coming up. It's here. It's in the dream states, in the ethers. They know. They know. This is being offered. This is divine intervention. This is divine intervention. The divine is trying to lead this person here that I'm, again, a collective group of people that I'm channeling for here. This is fear. The reason they're not acting on it is they think it's too good to be true. Or there's a catch, or there's something that they're trying to let go of, that they're scared to let go of. But the divine is showing it to them, and they think it's like, am I imagining it? It's that kind of vibe. Oh, 100% there are beings there. I've met them. And I was like, the heck? And the weird thing was, they were like, she doesn't remember who she is. And I'm like, who are you? What do you mean doesn't remember who I am? So I need to go back, to be honest with you. Because it was like, I was getting angry. I was like, what do you mean I don't remember who I am? I'm Jale. And they're like, no, you don't remember who you are. Yeah, so someone's very frustrated with this. It's about being vulnerable, and see, this is the thing, you can only ever, the intimacy element within anybody, you can only ever be as intimate with yourself as you can with anyone else. And if this person hasn't really looked at themselves, how can you possibly have any level of intimacy? Let's be realistic. They know that's going to be different here. They know that, which means they're scared, because they know that this is a very deep connection. And because it's a very deep connection, it requires work. They're worried about coasting, or they're worried about, this is someone used to self-sabotaging things as well. So they're worried they're going to mess it up. They're worried what is going to be the outcome. Are they going to mess this up? And then what happens? So they're still in this fear vibration. Let's have a look. What other messages here? Which is why they're confused. Okay, so the confusion here is ego. What usually happens when you're making this kind of a decision is your shadow side comes up and says, but you're going to reject me. And it's because there's some elements of this person that they haven't integrated into themselves. And so it's triggering that. Yeah, wounded people tend to not see it from a certain perspective. And again, it's like they're questioning, why am I so tempted to do this? Like, why this? And I feel like they're not, this is possibly the kind of energy that would really fact check and do research and make sure that they're making, like, this is not a Mars and Aries individual. I jump and look later, and that's just who I am. And I've got a Sagittarius ascendant as well, which confirms that. You know, Mars and Aries, Mercury and Aries, I will take a risk. I've broken numerous bones in my body from doing that. But this is not this energy. This is, we've got, there's karmic energy here. It's that they're in the middle of a cycle of karmic. They're so close to come forward, but it's because they're so close to closing out a karmic cycle. Let me have a look at what this karmic cycle is. Let me have a look at what this, let me use these oracle cards. What is this karmic cycle, please? What are they currently learning and closing out? What are they learning? Wow. So this is ego, publicity. They're worried about what people are thinking. They're worried about how people will see this connection. This is Jupiter in Leo. Okay. This is also Aquarius energy here, to be honest. How interesting. Can you see in this orb, we've got terror, which means earth, and then you've got the wheel. This would have been their ego telling them, oh, this is going to fail. People aren't going to understand this. I don't understand this, as in to come towards you. Scared of what people think. There could be an age difference. There could be a race difference. There could be a class difference. There could be a life difference. And it's like they're viewing that as doesn't make sense. Again, it doesn't make sense. So why would I? So that's what they're, again, it's this very physical reality, three-dimensional matrix type of energy of they're not woke. This is someone going through an awakening. Do you know, it's really weird. Do you know the temple light? Are you talking about the one that's underneath Bodrum in Turkey? Are you talking about that library? Tianina, because she's a lot older than him. I'm Mars in Virgo. My partner is Mars in Scorpio. Well, I'm going to be real. If anyone is dealing with Mars in Scorpio, so Mars in Aries and Scorpio is the tower. Okay, it's the tower, because there's something about Mars and Scorpio, Mars and Aries, that they do not mess around when it comes to anything, and I can testify that. Now, the tower is very much, it doesn't have to be bad energy, it can be good, but also tower is very phallic. So it's very much that energy, Mars in Scorpio and Aries, and it's polar opposite signs as well. So yeah, so they could be worried about what people are viewing them as, but they're also worried about, look, submission. They don't want to be vulnerable. They're scared to be vulnerable. This person's scared. They don't want to come forward and be open with their communication, because it scares the life out of them. It scares them. They don't know how you're going to react. They're scared. It's an unknown. If you've got any walls up, if you're very Queen of Swords energy or King of Swords energy that's ready to cut someone down, this is what they're worried about. Maybe you've had an altercation before where you were very dismissive or very blunt. But the Wheel of Fortune is the same though, isn't it? Because the Wheel of Fortune is also the Wheel of Four Directions. and the guardian of the four directions. It's the same thing. It's the Wheel of Fortune. So submission, it's about, again, release, I guess something about releasing expectations here as well. This is Pisces, Mercury in Pisces. They think they've got a very, I'll be honest with you, someone's got a very distorted view of relationships as well. Nina, same. Same, I'm blunt too. Yeah. Lots of differences that someone's worrying about. Oh God, I can't believe they're giving me this information. Okay. Oh no, YouTube gonna hate me for this. Ladies. I can't believe it. Do I really have to say this? So this is something that's in their head, okay? I can't believe I'm saying this. If my dad, Baba, if you're watching this, click off. Family members, click off, right? My dad would actually come with a tail lick, a slipper, and beat me if he heard me say this. Like, for real, this not funny. My family would literally look like lynch me. So this person's worried that they are not going to be as dominant. You're not going to be submissive to them in a certain area of the house. I'm trying to, but I'm trying to, again, I know that people watch this with their babies around, so I'm trying to give people an opportunity to like pause. So because of I feel like they think the connection is extraordinarily strong. I've got to stop. This is insane. They're telling me all kinds of information here. Mars, Aries is a very intuitive sign as well. So if someone's got Aries, yeah. So if this is a masculine you're dealing with, or a male, okay, a male, not a masculine, a male, they are worried that they are not going to be able to dominate in the bedroom. I don't know why, but they're worried that you're not going to be submissive. The female is not going to be submissive, and that worries them. What? Your person just proposed? Oh my goodness, you kept that one quiet. Congratulations. Oh my goodness. Why are they giving me all this information? They always do this. Do you know what's really bad? Is like when I channel certain things, they show me and I'm like, why are you showing me this? I don't want to see that. Nina, you will be for the right person. You will be for the right person. Try not to say too much. You're a Scorpio, so you know then. Yoni, you know. The Scorpios in the chat are going to know. Anyone with Scorpio placement, you're going to know. Mars placements, you're going to know. Yeah, huge congratulations. That was kept really quiet. Being submissive is very hard for me. I try that. Boss lady, I feel you. This is the thing, okay? If it's your person, and there's an understanding and a respect, yes. If it's some doo-doo energy, you're not even going to be entertaining it, so you wouldn't be into that position anyway, or that circumstance. I'm glad everyone following this channel is as the same as me. They are giving you the information because we're freaks. That's actually hilarious, and I agree. In a very positive way, of course. In a very positive way, of course. In the best possible way. So, why has this suddenly got so sexual? Anyway, I'm going to go with it. They're worried. They're worried that can they come on? Come on. They're worried that they're not. So if you haven't been intimate with this person, they're worried they're not going to be able to perform to your liking. They're worried maybe you're more experienced, or they think you're more experienced. Mistina, I feel you. I feel you. Now, we're not going to tell just anyone that information, of course, because people are going to be, we already know, we're seasoned professionals here. We know that some people try and play on that kind of thing. This channel getting banned. But if you are watching, I'm like, I don't know what to tell you. I don't know what to tell you. In Turkey, when you get married, you have to be a virgin, and you have to have a red ribbon around your wedding dress. And my dad said to me at 13, this is what he said to me. He said, if you're not a virgin when you get married, no man's ever going to want you. And I just stood there and I was like, the heck is this information? I'm 13, man. And it's like, as you can see, I'm 39 and I'm not married. Because I'm just like, the heck is this information you're telling me? No. Why are you telling me this? Yeah, Baba's okay. He's got to go into hospital on the 9th. We're trying to arrange I want to do a legacy interview with him, because my dad is absolute entertainment gold. Like, he's just a hilarious character. So we're trying to do like what's called a legacy interview, where because obviously, you know, when I have kids, my sister and my brother, when they do, I want them to remember their grandfather, great grandfather, because he's a character. And as much as, you know, my brother's married, my sister's not married, my other sister has got a baby, you know, we want them to remember their dede, you know, their grandfather. That wand, I know, right? That wand, the magic wand. Right, okay. I'm trying to listen to what they're saying. So, oh my goodness, why is someone talking in my head here? Someone talking in my head. So we've just lost 3 viewers, possibly 3 people that can't understand. That cannot understand what's going on and why they're giving me all this information. So, oh my goodness, someone is literally like, someone's going to turn around to you and be like, I want to know every, and why is this has got so, this is what they're thinking though. Okay, it's like, I want to know what you like, when you like it, how you like it. It's like, let's have a kind of discussion. Now, if you haven't had that discussion, I feel that's coming up. This is an aura cleanse. We need some sage. I mean, as long as it's done in a healthy balance, then sex and discussion of sex is healthy. You know, coming from a family that are Muslim, like, I'm sorry, but I'm not going to just stop what my messages are for the sake of YouTube and or my Baba. I'm sorry, but like, I'm being real. My dad knows what to expect from me, and I keep it real with my dad. Like, as much as he would, me and my dad have argued for years, because I used to have a chaperone. My dad used to not let me out the house. He wouldn't let me out the house because he thought that some man was going to prey on me and that I'd be pregnant or something. And so I had a chaperone until I was 33. And did I have something to say about it? Yes, I did. In fact, what I did is I turned around at 33 and said, right, you've had your fun. Now we're doing things my way. I've tried to respect this. Now we're going to do it my way, right? It's my way now. And the tables turned from that point onwards. So I'm not going to halt what the messages are for the sake of my dad's sensitive ears. And that's not a disrespectful thing. That is I'm going to honor myself and my this, you know. My dad knows that about me. Right, let's see what else we need to be aware of here. What are the messages? What are the messages? Someone cannot understand you. I can't understand you. That's what they're saying. I can't understand you. Why are you so tempting to me? Oh my Lord. What is this? come on. Come on. You can't make it up. You cannot make it up. 5 of Wands and the Tower. Someone wants to have makeup fun. Yeah? Someone, if there's been arguing, or let's be realistic, this energy can be moving into the next couple of days, and or I'll be honest with you, can even be up to 3 years later. Sometimes I channel messages and it's like 10 years later they're like, it happened. 5 of Wands and the Tower. There's a competition element here. It's like power struggle. Okay, who's going to dominate? Who's going to dominate? You can take it in turns. It's fine. You can take it in turns as long as it's consensual and respectful, and it's not, you know, low vibrational people using people, and there's, you know, there's no feelings in it. As long as there's a balance and you've got a good foundation, it can be consensual, and you can. This is. Oh, come on! You can't. We're not going to need the Tarot of Sexual Magic. We're not going to need that. There's a tarot deck here that you can specifically channel messages through. Someone is having a field day in my left ear right now, giving me all this information. Yeah, okay. But they want this. This is what they're wanting. Look. This is the freaking Mars and Aries energy. I shouldn't have mentioned it. 10 of Pentacles. This is longevity. This is commitment. I think this person wants to have fun figuring out what this situation is with a view to a longer term commitment. But Stanky Juju, I'm glad you understand. I feel like my head's wrecked right now. I'm just going to say it. Someone wants to experiment with role play. Yeah, 100%, 100%. This is what they're currently going. Boss lady, that made me laugh. I was going to say, someone is super into that, right? 4 of Cups. And also, can I just ask, how on earth am I channeling these messages from these cards? This is the cards I got, and that was the messages I got from the cards. Can I just say, this may be the type of reading you're going to get between now and November, because this is... Yeah, I'm going to try and tone it down, I promise, but there's something going on here. 4 of Cups. Someone is really disappointed that they can't do any of this. It's like this is what they're thinking about. They're like, see, if I could be there right now, this is what I'd be doing. Moon energy. They want reconciliation. This is someone returning. Okay, and I feel like there's an understanding here as well. If this someone was moving away or had moved away, they're coming back in. It's like if they dismiss this situation, this is actually right. Can you see that dragon? Can you see that dragon? Who watched the twin flame reading for the solar eclipse? Who watched it? Wrestling, that's hilarious. So if you watched it for that, and also the general collective solar eclipse reading, I mentioned the dragon, the earth grids, activating something on earth. I mentioned that. I mentioned the sun, which is enlightenment, which is truth, energy, pure energy, that is going to be triggering some energy ley lines, earth grids within the earth, okay, and activating something. This is that activation. Mars in Aries, it's completed a cycle, it's gone from Pisces and completed a cycle into Aries. This is what it's activating. With all these eclipses, a second of 3 eclipses, this is what this has been activating. Yeah. So it's it's igniting their, so dragon energy is very much, again, it's primal. It's a very deep-seated root chakra. This is very root chakra energy, which is, you know, basic security needs, your basic urges, your instinctive urges. This is, again, can you now, I'm not about to spell this out here. I'm not about to spell this out here. I've got the age of, I'm literally in my, I've got the age of a 3-year-old. I'm honestly, the way I laugh about things, I've got like a school kid's sense of humor. D, hello, welcome, D. God, you've walked into a right old juicy reading. I mean, anyway, choice of words, jar. You've walked into a very interesting type, different reading here, but this looks very interesting. Yes, this looks throbbing. Okay, that's the word I'm getting. Moving on. Well, Miss Stina, it looks like your luck's come in, girl, because I feel like you've been, someone's been doing a lot of root chakra work or light body upgrades. This is also another thing. The body is, again, it's purging. And when you're purging, you're able to let more light in. And if you're letting more light in, you're anchoring more light in, which are then obviously is going into the earth, which is then activating certain things. Right, let's go to the Kipper deck. Stanky Juju, unleash the dragon, 100%, man. Unleash. Someone wants to get to you. So look, if you've got a distance between you guys, this person's, I think, slowly going a little bit insane. The fact that there's a distance between you. Could be a physical difference in distance. Could be that they have to travel to get to you. You were scared to text me on my Instagram. Yeah, probably because okay. I mean, I'm not interested, so just in case you need that kind of spelled out. Mistina Hernandez, he was very in doubt. I don't know what he was worried about. It was the best night of get it in there, girl. He was Mistina, I love this is refreshing honesty right here. I appreciate you. Wow. Wow. Let's bring the fan a little bit closer. I mean, yeah, I mean, I can say a lot about that. Mistina, you've done quite a job. Just so this is someone that wants to visit. This is someone who wants to visit and may not be able to come forward. Okay, so there's a distance possibly, all right? And I think it's frustrating for them. And I feel like you may get a sense of that in the next, I don't know why I want to say 14 days. Because, again, my throat chakra is playing up here. I'm channeling someone. So Mercury's coming out of retrograde in July. They're roughly around the end of July, okay? There's a lot of frustration that isn't being communicated, and this is why I think we're seeing this energy. Ladies, this is hilarious. This is actually hilarious. If you haven't already joined the spiritual support group on my Facebook, please join. Let's continue this discussion over there. I want to hear listen, we're on YouTube here. I want to hear every juicy part information. I want to know everything. I want to know everything. Oh, happy birthday for mid-July, D. I'm going to be honest. If you're Cancerian, I actually forgot to wish you a happy birthday, which I'm going to have to pin that onto. Usually I wish that sign a happy birthday, and I forgot to do that for Cancerians. So I apologise for that. Oh, guys, look, as if, look, what did I just say? Journey. They are at a distance. They want to come to you. What did I just say? What did I just say? Someone wants to come to you. Someone, but it's not over there. Look what we've got here. Gift. I want the tea, I want the biscuits, I want the lot, I want everything. Yeah, that'll. It's because I'm so inactive at the moment. I want to hear it all. Right, let's have a look. Let's pull some oracle cards. Okay. So, you know this. These live readings are going to get, like, I'm not going to be funny here, but YouTube's going to hate me by the end of this. I want to go to the starseed oracle for some reason. Let's have a look. Yeah, they want to definitely, whoever's got a distance from their person, they're going to offer something. It might be themselves that is the gift. It could be, I want to say jewelry. I want to say something about jewelry. Right, let's have a look. What's going on here? Final messages before we wrap this up. Don't forget, Gemini's 1st to 15th July reading is going to be released later. Don't forget that. And then again, right, let's see. Final messages, please, Spirit. What is it? Oh, this is okay. So you know that journey card? It's like they're looking for home. This is so sad. It says Hireth, longing for home, sick for the stars. This is what's propelling. Do you remember when I said about how there's an instinctual movement, and it's a primal movement? It's an urge. It's this. There's a magnetic pull here that they are picking up on, and you've got to remember, if they're not spiritual, look, I'm going to be honest with you. If this person hasn't awakened yet, then they are going to probably have that through a very carnal kind of pleasure, because it's a very three-dimensional type of way of expression. Obviously, spiritual people, express it as well, but it's like that's how they. Don't forget, in my opinion, on what I'm reading here, is more spiritually evolved individuals, from my experience, because they understand themselves a little bit deeper. Their intimacy levels are a lot more in depth, because they've done the work, right? But from where I'm channeling, this individual is not used to that level of intimacy. So again, it's that primal urge that is on the forefront. Very three-dimensional energy. Yeah. Oh yeah. So let's have a look. Let's see what else is going on here. Final messages, please. Oh my goodness. And I'm just hearing that song, All of Me Loves All of You. I think it's wow. It's, what's it called? John Legend, is it? You know that All of Me Loves All of You? I'm hearing that playing in my head. Maybe look into the lyrics of that, but it's like they're just basically saying, there's everything about you I love. There's everything that you can offer I love. Wow, man, that's insane. Congratulations. That's insane. You're in the doctor's office. Oh, that's absolutely. Oh, bless you. That was probably the only time you've gone out as well. While we've done these readings, you'll probably be sat at home and all the other times as well. How annoying. Wow. John Legends is your song? That's insane. They're just saying confirmation then. Somehow this reading is really for all of us here. Yeah. This is the thing. This feels like whatever, I don't know, maybe you guys have been asking for these messages. I feel like maybe one or two of you have. But it's like, this is, again, my guides were like, I don't know, you know, let's give them something to kind of confirm it, you know. Yeah, seriously, that's amazing news though. Thank you, Gigi. Again, I want to hear all the information. Please give me all the info. I want to hear everything about the wedding. I want to hear. Now, I'm not going to lie. I watch weddings on TV. I'm the kind of person that I've always cried at weddings. And this is the other thing. Every wedding I've ever gone to, they've always stayed together. And the weird thing is every wedding I couldn't attend or I didn't get invited to, they didn't stay together. That is a true story. And it's really weird because my brother got married while we're in lockdown. And it was like, I can't get to your wedding. I can't remember if I told you, but yeah, my brother got married while I couldn't get there because it was in Turkey. I couldn't go. My brother got married there. He was over there. He's got a business. We've got a business over there. So yeah, insane. All right, let's have a look. Oh my goodness. Are you joking me? Look, it says open your heart. And I'm just hearing it's safe for you to open up. It's safe for you to open up. Open your heart. Oh yeah, you got it. It's a process. It definitely is a process when they're kind of opening up. What's a Skype roundtable? Is that your favorite song? Okay, that's insane. Show your support. So again, it's like this is what they're saying here is this energy was very sexual, but it doesn't take away from the fact of the feelings that are involved. And it's like there's a supportive element. It's like they want to give you everything, this gift, and they want to. It's like I don't know. It's like again, Venus in Cancer. What did I say to you? Venus in Cancer, very romantic energy, but Mars in Aries is let's get it on. You know, it's that kind of vibe. Yeah, yeah. So guys, this was your reading. I don't even know what to rename this. I might have to put advisory, advisory, some hot and steamy or something. I don't know. Like, please do not watch with babies in the room. You know. So, guys, I'm going to be honest. This is going to be an interesting couple of days. This is going to be an interesting couple of days. I think you're going to have all kinds of people coming out of the woodwork. I mean, look at the energy that we've just had a look at. Oh my goodness. Thank you, Gigi. That's so cute. That's so cute. That's really good news. You said you're Leo and he's what, Scorpio, did you say? What did you say you were? Leo. I know you said one of you's a Leo. That's really good news. Wow. You've been busy then. You cried and cried. I don't blame you. Okay, so you're the Scorpio and he's the Leo. Wow. Wow. Amazing, amazing, amazing. I've got goosebumps. I've got goosebumps. This is again, it's like now I'm hearing all these songs. Congratulations, guys. Congratulations. Nina, if you make, I feel like you're going to message and you're going to be like, Jale, you never guess what happened. I've just got a feeling. This is gonna get like, there's gonna be things heating up. I'm already gonna just say that now. Everything's gonna get heated up, and it's not just the weather. See, Nina, you're cracking me up. I'm feeling good also. Thank you so much. Your readings are fire. Thank you so much, guys. Have a wonderful weekend. All right. Take good care. Thank you so much for watching. All your likes, your shares, and your subscriptions means a lot to me. Appreciate your support. Until next time. Bye.